Hey guys, it's Poya here. Welcome to the channel. Today we're learning another basic crochet stitch. This one is called the grid square mesh stitch. This stitch is great for making beach cover-ups, market bags or tops. You only need to know double crochet, chain stitches and single crochets to be able to work up this stitch. Otherwise, the tutorial itself is very beginner friendly, so you won't have a hard time working up this stitch. For the materials, I'm going to be using this milk cotton yarn. It's 100% cotton and it's a medium weight yarn. This is only for practice, so you can use any type of yarn that you have available and the recommended hook size on the yarn label. I'm also going to be using a 4mm crochet hook. For the foundation chain, you're going to need a multiple of 6 plus 1. For practice, you can start with a chain of 12 plus 1. I chained 122 plus 1 because I'm going to be making a shirt with this pattern. After chaining a multiple of 6 plus 1, we're going to skip the last chain, and into the next chain we're going to work a single crochet stitch. We will also work another single crochet into the next stitch. After that, we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to skip the next 2 chains, and into the next 2 chains we're going to work 1 single crochet each. Again, we're going to chain 2, skip the next 2 chains, and into the next 2 we're going to work 1 single crochet each. We're going to repeat this same pattern until we reach the end of the row, and at the end of the row we should end with 1 single crochet into each of the last 2 stitches. At the end of row 1 we're going to chain 2. That chain 2 is going to count as our first double crochet of our second row. Now we're going to turn our work. Now we're going to skip that first single crochet because we already have a chain 2 above that, and into the next single crochet stitch we're going to work a double crochet. We now have 2 double crochets in the first 2 stitches. Now we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to skip the next 2 chains, and Into the next 2 single crochets, we will work 1 double crochet each. We're going to repeat this same pattern until we reach the end of this row. Let's do another one. We chain 2, skip the next 2 chains, and into the next 2 single crochet stitches, we're going to work 1 double crochet each. Repeat the same pattern until the end of the row, and at the end of the row you should end with 1 double crochet into each of the last 2 single crochet stitches. From here on, we're going to be repeating row 1 and row 2 alternatingly until we reach the height that we want for our project. Always remember, if you're starting the next row with a single crochet, chain 1 and turn, and if you're starting with a double crochet in the next row, chain 2 and turn. Okay, let's do a few more rows together and then I'll leave you to practice. To start row 3, we chain 1 and turn our work, and into the top of the first double crochet stitch we're going to work 1 single crochet. That will be followed by 1 single crochet into the top of the next double crochet stitch. Chain 2, skip the next 2 chains and work 1 single crochet into the next 2 double crochet stitches. Repeat the same pattern until the end of the row. At the end of the row, chain 2 and work 1 single crochet into the top of the next double crochet. And into the top of the turning chain 2, work your last single crochet stitch. Row 4, we're going to repeat row 2, which is our double crochet round. So chain 2, which will count as our first double crochet, and turn your work. And into the next single crochet, work 1 double crochet. Chain 2, skip the next 2 chains, and into the next 2 single crochet, work 1 double crochet each. Chain 2, skip the next 2 chains, and into the next 2 single crochet, work 1 double crochet each. Repeat the same pattern until you reach the end of the row. You should end with 1 double crochet into each of the last 2 single crochet stitches. And from there on, you're just going to keep repeating row 1 and 2 alternatingly until you reach the height that you want for your project. Okay, so after working a few more rows, you should end up with something like this. I am currently using this stitch to make a collar shirt, and I just wanted to give you guys a head start before sharing the actual project with you. I know that some of you watching this are beginners, so I just wanted to help you get familiar with the basic pattern first. I hope you've enjoyed this very short tutorial, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.